What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions. In today's reaction, I am finally checking out a music video that a lot of you have been telling me to watch for quite a while now. And I do apologize that it's taken this long, but today we're finally gonna do it. Now, up until about a week ago, I didn't know terribly much about this band. I knew that they were German, I knew that they were some kind of metal, but that's really about it, although I have heard their name a lot since I've started this YouTube channel. Now, luckily, when I was doing live reactions on Twitch recently, somebody requested that I do a reaction to F.E.V.E.R by Orden Ogan. And to say that I loved it is a giant understatement, man. This band fucking rips. And just to make sure that it wasn't just like a one-off for me and it was only going to be one song that I liked, I've listened to a handful of their other songs from the past decade, and I cannot believe I haven't been listening to this band longer, man. I love their sound, and it's one of those scenarios where, to me, it's like somebody wrote music specifically tailored to what I like. I've loved everything I've heard, and I'm super excited to finally check out this song because I haven't heard it yet, and it seems very popular. A lot of people have told me I will like this song. Now, earlier this year in March, these guys released a brand new album called Final Days from AFM Records, but this song that we're checking out today is not from that album. This song is actually from their second to last album, Gunman, that was released in 2017. But I'm super excited to check this out. I'm tired of talking about it, so let's just dive right in, man. I will link this original video in the description below. And today, I'm once again listening to Orden Ogan, and for the very first time, checking out the music video for their song, Gunman. Let's go. Fun fact, that intro that you just watched, take 27 of trying to do that shit because I've been so excited to finally do one of their videos as a full video on my YouTube that I kept fucking up everything. So that was painful. Now let's go. Oh. Oh my God, what a build. Okay, I think we're getting a transition, getting close to a chorus. So a couple things. Believe it or not, I actually know the story that's going on here because I did read about it online. It's more of the overall concept of the album. I don't necessarily think I would call it a concept album, but it is a big story. So for anybody not familiar with this band, their album Gunman tells stories of a gunman that's basically out for vengeance. If I remember what I read right, what we're seeing in this video is the story of I think his wife or girlfriend or whoever getting murdered, and he's out for vengeance. So that's pretty much the story that we're getting here for in the most simplest form. That ain't fucking Germany, I'll tell you that right now. They look like, especially with the bald eagle flying over, like they look like they're in Utah or Arizona or something in the States. I can't imagine they would have flown over to the States to film. Maybe? Dude, if they did, that's some dedication, man. But the shots are, that definitely looks like out west in the US. As for the other ones, I don't know, but it also could be green screens, who knows? But it's a very cool setting. Let's see what we're going to get out of this pre-chorus and chorus, if that's what we're getting. Oh, sick bass tone. Holy shit. Dude, you don't write bigger choruses than that. Holy f***. Wow, man. Within 2 bars of that chorus, like I felt that. Dude, I love this band. Well, I want to go into that again. I don't know why that chorus choked me up so much. That's struck a big emotional chord. I don't know. I don't think it was the lyrics I think it was just the overall sound. That pre-chorus to that chorus is such good production and songwriting. That pre-chorus is so dialed down. And when that chorus came in, I mean, that's one of the most massive choruses I've heard in a while. And the hook on it is great as well. This sounds fantastic. I do want to break into gear later. I've only seen like a couple of the instruments really well, but this is... I'm almost at a point where I don't know what to say. I'm almost kind of speechless over how good that sounded. All right. Lyrics are fantastic. All right, before the solo, dude, this is so fucking good. Before the solo, let's knock out this gear. So their singer and their bass player are both playing Jackson. Their singer that's playing guitar is playing a Jackson King V Now, I don't know the exact model or series just from eyeing it like this. It's definitely a King V. If I had to guess, I'd probably say it's a Pro Series. Maybe an X, but considering how the pickups looked, unless he swapped them out, I'd say it's probably a Pro Series. The bass player is also playing a Jackson, and it looks like one of their concert series basses. Jackson doesn't have too many basses. I think there's only like 3 or 4 different designs of them. If I had to guess, I'd say that's the JS3, maybe 2. A few years old, maybe a 2, maybe a 3. I don't know. But it's definitely a concert series for sure. Now, the other guitar player, I haven't gotten incredibly good shots on it that I've been able to focus on yet. I bet we will in the solo. It looks like an Ibanez. It looks like an RG, but super customized. Like the body on it looks really sick. I actually hope we get to see more of it in this solo, and maybe I can come back to it in a second and figure it out. I love those gallops too. Ooh, hold on. Right when I started talking, they were doing some really cool effects in that. That's what it is. It's that damn horn section, like the orchestrated sounding stuff. That's what's making it feel so big and like really hitting an emotional chord with me. It just sounds epic as f***. So a couple thoughts. I don't think that's green screen. I think they're actually filming somewhere. Like I may be wrong. There may be terrain like that somewhere near them in Europe and Germany, but I don't think there is. I would be willing to bet that they are... I'd almost bet money that they're in the States right now filming that. Maybe they were on tour or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into this. It's really, really cool, man. That would be some dedication for a music video to fly overseas to do that. So I'm going to stand by Ibanez RG that their lead guitar player is playing. But in terms of a specific model, no idea. It looks like something from their custom shop. Like, I mean, there's a lot of detail on the body of that. It looks really intricate and cool, and I really like it. I do find it interesting that the other two are playing Jackson, and then the one guitar player is playing Ibanez, but there's nothing that says an entire band has to play the same things. As for their drummer, I didn't get looks on the kit itself. I really can't tell. I've seen many flashes of Paiste cymbals, though, and we've seen Paiste on so many videos on this channel. I mean, they're one of the biggest cymbal manufacturers in the entire world, known as the Big Four. That's what the group is called. So the Big Four in terms of cymbals are Paiste, Meinl, German company, Zildjian, and Sabian. Those are the 4 biggest cymbal manufacturers in the entire world, even though there are tons of other ones. So it's never surprising to see any of those 4 companies on here. I don't want to talk anymore. I'm just going to listen to the rest of this. Oh, I like that lead buried under there. Every time. Oh, I was expecting that to come around another time on that outro.
Who's there?
Wow, dude. First of all, that's one of the biggest choruses I think I've ever heard in my entire fucking experience listening to music in my life. That was unreal. The video itself is fantastic. Let me gather myself and take a minute, and then we'll go talk about this in the outro. I'll tell you what, man. Another week of listening to this band, this might be one of my new all-time favorite bands. I'm not even fucking kidding, man. Everything I've heard from them so far is unreal, man. And I'm a little surprised because a lot of the things that I would say about this band are power metal influenced, but it's not like really power metal, if that makes sense to anybody that's watching. I mean, it's just fucking metal, man. Dude, I'm still just kind of at a loss, man. I mean, overall, like, the video, let's start at the video. We'll talk about the video. The video itself was awesome. I need to look into where they filmed that because, like I said, I would almost guess that that was actually filmed in the US and not Germany. The shots that they had going on were awesome. And aside from all of that, with the story and everything going on, the costumes and the makeup design and everything that they put the time into was super awesome. And the performance shots of the band when they were in, like, the circle in the middle of that saloon, super awesome, man. The visuals on this were incredible. I thought it was fantastic. And then sound-wise for the song, whoever mixed this, fucking fantastic, man, because that was an incredible mix. You could hear everything perfectly. And I liked the little ups and downs and stuff. Like, you could tell that a lot of the tracks were mixed up and down to fit different parts of the song. There were certain leads that were higher at times than others, and there were certain leads that were just barely in there, and it was a really good vibe, and I loved it. But for the song itself, I mean, like I said, two parts of that really kicked me in the face. It was the intro and the bridge part that had, like, that horn section going on, just that epic ass buildup. And again, I swear to God, that's got to be one of the biggest choruses I've ever heard, in my opinion. I know music is subjective and everybody feels differently about everything, but I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I can't wait to listen to more of this band, and I'll probably have some of their newer stuff on here soon too, now that I'm starting to get familiar with them, and they did have an album out this year. But if you guys watching have any other recommendations for where I should start with these guys, please let me know, because I'm excited to finally dive into another band, man. That's the awesome thing about this channel, is every time I find something like this that I just love immediately, there's so much music to go check out. So hopefully if there's anybody else seeing this for the first time, you enjoyed this as well. And if this is your first time here, feel free to click subscribe. I release new reactions all the time. Subscribing is free, and it helps my channel out a ton. If you liked this reaction, I would greatly appreciate the like, as it also helps the channel. But if you disliked it, no big deal, man. You are free to click dislike and move on. Although now that YouTube is not showing like counts, nobody's gonna know anyways. I'm also on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server that tons of us hang out on all the time. I have a Twitch that I was talking about earlier. I do live reactions, video games, bass playthroughs, guitar tech work. If any of that stuff interests you, I will throw links in the description below. My handle on everything social media is @TankTheTech. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.